fresh like Fiji. My love for you is a freebie. It's all about L-O-V-E. Cause we
Good night and
belong
welcome to
together
Pro
like
Network.
popcorn and
And
movies.
tonight we picked up an Intensity 2, the Samsung Intensity 2 from Verizon Wireless. Let me put that in the camera. So there you go. You have the Samsung Intensity 2, and as you might recall, my Intensity 1, the original one, I did a review on that. So I'm going to do a little comparison, and I'm going to do an unboxing on the Samsung Intensity 2. So stay tuned. Okay, we're back, and we're going to do an unboxing on the Samsung Intensity 2. And as you can see, this is the box here. You have, what do you have in the front? You have like drive responsible. It says RSA secured and stuff like that. It's an Energy Star device, and then you have like barcodes back here, like serial numbers and stuff. On the side you have hearing aid compatibility, Verizon Wireless, all rights reserved. Let me put it up like that. And on this side you have package content. It's like what comes in the package, and what comes in the package is the Samsung Intensity 2 phone, the standard lithium ion battery, wall USB charger, product safety and warranty brochure, and a quick reference guide. And in the front you have a little neat picture of the Samsung Intensity, the Verizon Wireless logo at the top, and the Samsung Intensity 2 thing at the bottom. And then in the back, you have like another picture of the Samsung Intensity being open. It is a slide phone, messaging phone with a QWERTY keyboard, full QWERTY keyboard, no touchscreen enabled. So let's open this box up and see what we have. So it's pretty neat. Basically the same concept of opening the original Samsung Intensity box, but the original Samsung Intensity would have a different design on the box. Instead of the little curved thing here, you have the entire front is the flap. So basically you just open it like that. The Samsung Intensity box have these, while the new ones don't have that. They just have these to keep it secure. So you open it up and you have the phone snug in there. This is your Samsung Intensity 2. That's the first thing you're going to see. It was already open, so there's no screen protector, but when you do open it for the first time, you will see a screen protector on there. But we took it off because it was bubbling. As the original Intensity, when you open the box, the phone was on this side, and then the logo was here. There was no it was not in the middle of the box. So we'll take the phone out, and here's your Samsung Intensity. And this is the original Samsung Intensity. So this is the flamingo red Samsung Intensity 1. Then this is the black Samsung Intensity 2. And you slide it open. They both slide open the same way. There's a slight difference in the original Samsung Intensity and the Samsung Intensity 2. Like, for example, the Samsung Intensity D-pad, it have a circle button, while this have a more squarish button. The screen appears a little bigger. The Samsung Intensity, the battery is low, so we will power it up. So don't mind if you hear like noises or anything like that. But we'll power both of them up. The Samsung Intensity 2 have a different boot up screen than the original Samsung Intensity. The original Samsung Intensity have the white one. It have like a whitish background, while the Samsung Intensity 2 have a more graphic, like a more advanced graphic startup screen. So that's pretty cool. I think the screen is basically about the same size, maybe slightly bigger. I don't know if you can see it here, but the Samsung Intensity 2 screen does look a little bigger. There, we'll turn this off now to save battery. Basically the same sound as the original one. The back, the Samsung Intensity 2 have a more, gripped it has a more rugged back, like where it's easier to grip on the phone than the more softer Samsung Intensity 1 device. Basically, the camera is in the same area of the phone. You have the speaker. There's a little change in the Samsung Intensity 2. The Samsung Intensity 2, they moved the speaker over to the east side of the device, while in the original the speaker was in the middle. There's a little pattern in the ridge, like in the ridge of the Samsung Intensity 2, but there's no like little music wave design in the like the original. I think you do open the battery to access the battery. You open it differently. For the 2, you slide it down. I believe you slide it. You slide it down like that in order to open the battery. And then you have access to the compartments and stuff like that. While the original Samsung Intensity, you have to clip it open with that ridge, and then you open it like that. It basically, it looked like it uses the same battery almost. So we'll, you push this back on and you snap it into place. And then this one, you snap it back into place. You slide it into place like that. So basically, there you go. You have your mirror thing here. The camera right here. The mirror is on the bottom instead of on the top, like the original one. So that's basically the back of the Intensity. The front, like I said, not much difference. The only difference really is the D-pad right here. On the first one, it's like a more glossy circle design, while this one is a more matte finish, and it is more squarish. The buttons, they're shaped a little differently, but basically the same thing, almost the same font, or it is the same font really. Everything is placed in the same order, like on the original Samsung Intensity. Maybe the logos are a little different on the Send and thing. So, the logo is placed a little different here also. And the only difference here is that on the Samsung Intensity 2, you have 2 buttons here, while here you have no buttons on next to the screen. So let's slide it open to see the differences here. Like I said, the same layout almost the same layout on the keyboards really. It's just that on the Samsung Intensity 2 keyboard, you have the directional button, like a little D-pad almost there, and you have your OK button there. You have basically everything else is the same really on the Samsung Intensity 2, while the original you have basically set up just like the computer with the arrow buttons, the little T design arrow buttons right there, and basically everything is still set up in the same design right there. So the original Samsung Intensity, if you needed access to your memory card, what you would have to do, you would have to open the back, and then you could have access to your memory card right there. But the Samsung Intensity 2, I believe that you do not need that. Actually, there's a little flap right here where you can actually access your memory card jack right there. It have a little door, and then you open it, and then you could slide in your memory card without having to open the back and expose the battery and stuff. So that's a good improvement right there that Samsung put in. You have your key rocker basically on both the same side as of the device. You have your USB charger and your USB port, which is a different size from the original one. The original one, when you open it, the original one is a little wider, and the Samsung Intensity 2, it is, a little, smaller, basically. You have the earphone jack. It changes a little bit. I'm sorry if I'm going a little slow with this, but I just opened these, so I don't really know. But the top here on the Samsung Intensity 2, you have a full 3.5 millimeter earphone jack, so you can use, and is it a 3? Yes, it is a 3.5. No, it's a 2.5 millimeter earphone jack. Sorry about that. 2.5 millimeter. So it's on the top, and the placement is different from the original, which was on the side here. So yeah, you would have to get an adapter or earphone with a 2.5 millimeter to listen. And basically, that's about it really. They just did a little change on the location of certain buttons. The camera button is on the same. It is basically on the same side, and the voice command button is on the same side as the device too. So let's go into the box more deeply and see what we. Okay, so we took out the phone out of the box, and as we go more into the box, there's like a little removable thing right here. And here you have your adapter for the charger. And like I said, like a lot of modern phones now, it comes sealed. But like a lot of modern phones, it... Let me open it. It comes like this. So basically, this is just the adapter to plug into the wall, but instead of coming with two different cables, it comes with the same cable that you can either use to charge by plugging it into the adapter, or you can use it to connect to the computer for, you know, downloading music and stuff to your device. And if you can download music to the device from the Verizon app store or whatever, from the Verizon store, or you can download it from your computer, which that's what I usually do. But you just need a memory card, a micro SD. But a lot of new phones that come like these, it don't come with two chargers or anything, like two cables anymore. It just come with the adapter. Then you have a cable that you can either use for charging or for connecting to the device. So that's pretty clever right there for Samsung to, you know, add in. And let me open up this plastic thing right here. You know, you pull it out, you have like little instructions that tell you to connect the USB to your phone and computer to get started. And as we go more into the box, we have, this is like nicely wrapped in plastic. You have tips, hints, and shortcuts on the back, and then you have a brochure in it also. So like if you do need help with the phone or like how to use the phone, this gives you everything. The instructions on how to use the phone is basically like a manual really. And that's all that really comes in the box. So what you're getting with your Samsung Intensity 2, you're getting your Samsung Intensity 2, your adapter for charging, you're getting your USB charge to use in the charger adapter and to connect to your computer, and you're getting tips, hints, and shortcuts and a brochure basically with the manual. And that's all that really comes in this neat little box here. The same thing that comes with the original Intensity. You know, the original Intensity, you get all of this product safety and stuff. That's what comes in the original Intensity. So that was the Intensity unboxing and a review, a short review, sort of. So I will get into a more in-depth review after this, so stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for watching Chrome Network, and subscribe if you like what you saw. And basically, let's put this again. This is the comparison between the Samsung Intensity and the Samsung Intensity 2. Stay tuned for a more in-depth review on the Samsung Intensity 2. Thank you for watching Chrome Network, and subscribe.